We are here. We are
Hello.
live.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. How's it
So,
going?
let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Hamatsu here, also called Hampus, or the other way around, right?
Yeah.
My name is Hampus, also called Hamatsu, and I'm joined here with.
Philip, or aka Nova.
Yes. We have some topics today to talk about, and there's been a lot of
A lot has happened.
drama. I
Drama.
don't know what you want to call it, but I guess that's what it is. Yeah, I'll let
It's
you.
a main drama, but with a lot of different topics, you could say.
Right.
Like you have. We can start off with the topics from Rockstar.
Yes, they have.
They have
issues.
some issues right now, and they have what to say. Like they have
They had a leak. Right?
they had a leak.
From their development of GTA 6.
Yes,
And
a
that's
British
interesting.
hacker.
I honestly not that involved in the details, to be honest.
Yes, I have read it.
Yes, right.
Because Reuters has confirmed that he is captured. He was a 17-year-old British hacker.
Okay, interesting.
But yes, they had a leak this weekend from development from the new game that's called GTA 6,
Yeah.
or the franchise next game, so to speak.
Right. Yeah. So I read an article about that apparently FBI was involved as well.
Yes, I have seen that FBI has been involved too, but I cannot deny it or confirm
No,
that's
exactly.
true. I just checked, scrolling on
Yeah.
Reuters and scrolling on
Exactly.
Facebook and everything, like
Yeah.
just main checking of the topic, so to speak.
Yeah, I guess just to preface, a lot of the things that we are talking about here are our own opinions and not necessarily the truth, I guess.
Yes,
We are
we-
discussing and arguing things from our own kind of mind, head, this perspective
yes,
from what we've seen online on Twitter,
Facebook,
posts, social media,
all
and stuff
social
like
media
that.
platforms.
So yeah,
Just argument and discussion, because we don't necessarily talking the truth. That's our main thing to point out. We
Yeah.
are not necessarily talking the truth to you guys. We just see and discussing
yeah.
and arguing about it.
What is the word? There's a specific word I'm looking for. It is look up-
Accountable?
accountable, I guess, but no, by look up the correct information.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
There's a Swedish word that I can't find either now, just because. Never mind. Move along.
Move on. Yes, so that happened. But we have an article from their own Twitter we can read up.
Yeah, sure.
That they have confirmed this. This is a direct message from the Rockstar Games development. They said, "We recently suffered a network intrusion in which an unauthorized third-party illegal accessed and downloaded confidential information from our systems, including early development footage for the next Grand Theft Auto. At this time, we do not anticipate any disruption to our live game services, nor any long-term effect on the development of our ongoing projects.
Yeah.
We are extremely disappointed to have any details of our next game shared with you all in this way. Our work on the next Grand Theft Auto game will continue as planned, and we remain as committed as ever to delivering an experiences to you, our players, that truly exceeds your expectations. We will update everyone again soon, and of course we properly probably introduce you to the next game when it's ready. We want to thank everyone for their ongoing support through this situation. The Rockstar Games team," they said.
Yes.
So in the end, the hacker just leaked, but the good part of is that they still are developing the game.
Yeah.
They are not just
So
throwing it away because
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
leaked. They are still going to develop a Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, definitely. So I feel like Rockstar Games handle it pretty well.
Yes, I would say they
Yeah, because of
handle
the
it very well
circumstances.
because in the end of the circumstances, they actually still are devoted to developing
exactly.
developing the
Yeah,
game.
It's kind of sad how things like that
Ye-
happens.
I will say, yes, I have can be a lot of Swinglish sometimes.
Yeah. So for our listeners, we're also live on Twitch, and we're gonna chime in on some comments here and there from the Twitch chat as well. Just so you know what we're talking about sometimes.
Yes,
But yes, so Rockstar Games and the leak. Should we continue on that part, or should we introduce the second?
we can move on because
Yeah.
I have not seen a lot more of the
Right.
from either
Yeah.
Rockstar or some third party
No. Yeah.
Around
Exactly. So
anything, so to speak.
basically, the development will continue as planned. It's a sad thing that things like this happen because a big part of like release of a game as well is kind of like when they announce a game and like release trailers and stuff.
Yes.
And now that's kind of like been just put to the side because we're already seeing it. Have you like actually watched any of the clips?
My friend sent me two just to inform me that the leak has happened, but not that much.
Right. Okay.
Like
No,
2-3 clips in the
Yeah.
end.
I watched it a little bit. There was some clips on YouTube that they like got rid of, obviously.
Yeah.
But I saw a little bit about it, and it doesn't look finished at all, obviously, because it's just in development.
Yeah.
It looks very similar to GTA 5 as far as I've seen.
As far as I've seen, I can agree on that. They
Yeah.
are very similar. I just think it's a new storyline in the end. I don't think they
Yeah.
much working to developing new things because
Right.
have the technology
yeah,
actually
yeah.
developed
I
that
mean,
much
that makes sense.
in that sense of
Yeah.
game, so to
I
speak.
mean, it is almost 10 years than GTA
Yes.
got released, 2013.
Was that old? Because
Yeah.
we talked about
that's-
it. We said it 2014, but
might be 2014, somewhere around there.
okay, yeah.
So that I mean that's almost 10 years, right? I feel like the development of games would have been like developed
Yeah.
somewhat. I feel like also it's important to notice that it's still in early development, right? So all the leaked clip that we've seen or seen flourishing on internet or whatever, I mean it is just early beginning of the
Yes,
game.
early beginning, early development.
So I feel like we shouldn't put any too much thought into it. It might not even be in the game now because it got
Yes,
leaked.
they could just
So-
skip the parts that I have leaked.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's an interesting topic.
It's an interesting topic. Should we move
Yes.
on?
Yes.
So next part that we have seen, we have from our own Swedish caster Fredrik Fredrik Wallstedt, or Slope. He said, "I'm getting a headache because of all this Twitch or / esport drama. OTK are investigating a mischief. He's taking a pause.
Mhm. Yeah.
In G2, the organization doesn't have any Valorant team anymore because
Interesting.
because the CEO of G2, Carlos Olstrot, I think he's
Yeah. I
all
don't
this
know
is-
actually.
he parted with Andrew Tate.
Oh wait. Okay. I did not know that. So wait.
AT is just a shortening of Andrew Tate.
Okay. So wait. So what actually happened? Who was he?
CEO of G2.
And he is on the same, like he's with Andrew Tate. or
Yeah, he
whatever.
was partnering with Andrew Tate
Right,
because
like
they
his
won
opinions or whatnot.
some big Valorant tournament now in Denmark.
Right, and that's why he got booted. I guess.
Yeah, he ended up with the punishment of 8 weeks non-punishment and stepped down as a CEO from
Okay.
that
Right.
date and 8 weeks from now on,
Mhm.
so to speak.
Right.
So yeah,
And
he
then you-
partied with a known women hater,
Yeah,
known
exactly.
masochist. It's called like that.
Honestly, I'm trying to not follow or even listen to him. To be honest,
Yeah, no,
I'm just trying to take
no.
a step back from.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
he's
I am
talking about.
I am on your side there. I don't listen. I don't care
Yeah,
about him.
I'm
But
really
that was happened.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
was happened.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
And yes, the next thing he took up was gambling are now more controlled, or from the 16th of October
Right.
on Twitch,
Yeah.
or Twitch are gonna like substitute? No, not substitute. Like control it
Uh,
more.
Right, yeah. So what had happened is there's a big drama of like casino games on Twitch and stuff like that, like betting, and there's a lot of streamers doing that, right?
Okay.
And as far as I understand, I mean they have a huge influence, right? So kids watching them kind of like uses their parents' credit card or whatnot, like getting in debt as well.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what I understood, that that's why Twitch want to at least try and minimize that as much
Okay,
as
I see.
possible.
I see.
I think that's what the like new kind of like introduction of new more
More control
more control,
gambling.
more control. There's some updates in the terms of service or rules about betting and whatever.
Okay, I see.
I don't know the details exactly, but I think that's kind of like what the backstory is.
Okay, I
And
see.
I think that's also
That's a part of the
related to the next
yeah.
part where he's talking about Sliker that has scammed people on over like $300K.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of money. That like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, man?
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, because he is a big kind of like gambling casino guy on Twitch, right? Or am I mistaken?
I have not watched him. I have
Yes,
not watched him.
I
but
honestly don't think I know
would
him.
think so.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard that name before up until now.
I have heard
honestly.
it, but I am not sure who is in the end. So to
Right.
speak. He took one more there, and that is Crazy Slick has been accused of sexual harassment.
I didn't know that either, to be honest.
I have not heard much about it,
No.
but if it's true, that's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, exactly.
In the end,
So
if it's true, it's bad. I am not seen a lot of it, but
no.
in the end, if it's true, I
So
gonna be like,
Yes,
what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just like I'm just like ban him from Twitch, right? Like
Yeah,
that's kind of like my view of it. Like just there's no
no influence on the platform.
Just
Like just put
ban
it
him.
away.
Yeah,
ban
exactly.
him. Ban him. You
same thing with like Sliker, and like if he's from what I've heard actually like said himself that he has done this, right? I think that's what I heard.
yes,
like
I
scamming people.
think he is.
He's still on the platform, and I don't understand that. I think he got like 7 days ban or something like that.
Oh really? Oh, I have not heard any more.
Again,
from
I
it,
might be mistaken. I might be wrong, but that's kind of like what I heard and
Okay.
seen from Twitter and stuff. Like he's actively going out and saying that he did this,
one more thing to talk about,
and it's
not
like,
not related to this, but what do you think about Twitch policy in the end? Did you have you heard about that girl that had sex on stream?
I have heard. I've heard about it. Yeah.
7 days.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's the same
That's
thing.
weird. That's what in the goddamn name?
That is the same thing, right? Because just ban them.
Yeah,
If they
it's not the platform to do it.
no, exactly. There is other platforms to do things like that.
Yeah.
And that are about that, right?
Yeah.
Just go to freaking Pornhub or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, do your thing over there. But I
if
guess
you want to do that,
yeah.
it's Twitch is not the right platform to do
No,
it.
yeah,
like
exactly.
you have, that's not the main thing for about the community of Twitch. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That was has happened, and I have you some more things about drama or Twitch related or something like this? Rockstar Institute.
Not that I know about right now. I don't think so. I guess when we were into Twitch, there was kind of like a big, I guess not drama, but during all this drama that happened, Twitch released a blog post about the revenue of subscriptions.
Okay.
They kind of like went under the radar. I think that was a active decision to throw that message out on their blog post why the drama is having the most focus.
Yeah. It's flying under the radar.
Because again, I don't know all the details specifically, but there's a lot of I say a lot, but some of the bigger streamers have a different revenue ratio from instead of the default 50-50 from subs.
Mm-hmm.
They have a specific contract as a bigger creator on the platform to have a 70-30.
Okay, I
revenue
see.
split. So they have a
But was it just
specific-
partner streamers and not affiliates?
specific partner streamers. I
Okay,
guess.
I see.
However, I think it was a threshold of $100K. So all of them who have 70-30 split to begin with already, they will keep that. But any new
If they earning over 100K.
under
Und-
100K,
okay.
when you reach 100K, it's going down to 50-50.
I see. I see.
As far as I understood it.
Okay.
And new partners coming in, there's no way to get this new or old 70-30 revenue split.
Mm-hmm. I see.
They're getting rid of it, basically. So basically, it's going down to 50-50.
I see.
That's kind of like from 70-30 to 50-50,
Mm,
sort of. So Amazon will get more money, right?
Amazon? Yeah, more
'Cause
money
they're
to
so-
us.
They're so broke already, right?
Right.
So I think that's kind of like been like a drama. I mean, not drama, but like it's been flourishing on Twitter at least. I've seen.
I see. Did you know that the Swedish golf committee or Förbund, what is it called again?
I mean,
Association.
association. I
yeah.
guess would be the
There's the Swedish Golf Association have stopped working with Henrik Stenson, our pro golfer.
right.
In his Henrik Stenson, you get stipendium. You can get
Mhm.
that. He has the stipendium with children golf and para golf, but the Swedish Golf Association have stopped working with his stipendium
Okay.
or his.
For any specific reason, or yes?
I am not sure. I just watched it fast on Facebook before.
Okay.
I did not read the article, but
Right.
I saw that they have stopped working with him some way.
Interesting. 'Cause he's
So
one of
that's kind of sad because we have a lot of golfers. We have a big golf course here in where we're
mean,
sending from.
yes,
To be
golfing is a big sport in Sweden, I guess, as well. And we
Yes.
also have, I don't know if you know David Lingmert. He is here from Tranås. He's
Yes.
a pro golfer living in the US right now. He's been pretty successful as well.
I know about him.
So that's quite interesting, though, because I feel like something must have happened, right? Something,
I would think so.
some
so.
sort of, I don't know, drama, but something with Henrik Stenson have happened, and they want to take a step back from him.
I would think so in the end if it was,
Right.
because I am not sure what the deal was, but I just saw that the Swedish Golf Association just dropped him and it doesn't support para golf or children golf anymore.
Interesting. I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay,
So
interesting.
that was a thing I did bring up, but what more to bring up? What has happened this weekend? Just
What has
specifically.
happened this weekend?
We have talked about drama, the Rockstar leak. We talked about Henrik Stenson right now.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a really good news.
Oh,
We had a Swedish prisoner of war that came home now, that was released from the Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So we are happy for him that he was released from the Russian occupation's offer.
I had no idea. Who is this
He-
guy? Why was he
I
there?
ha-
What happened?
He was a volunteer of one probably normal Swedish dude. Just going there, but was captured in the end of in the war,
Yeah.
and he was a POV trapped in Russia. but the Saudi Arabian prince worked with him some way to release prisoner of war, and then Unlind went to USA because it was USA, British, Croatian, one Swede that was captured and was released this week.
Okay.
So we took him home, and hopefully he's staying strong. Staying strong in the end. What has happened more?
Any more news? Do we want to take a scroll on Twitter?
Yeah, we can take a scroll.
We talk about DreamHack maybe as well, the content creator hub that you were talking about, because you have a sign for that now, right?
Yes, I have decide to send an application to become an IRL stream for the content hub.
Yeah. Me as well as a streamer will try and be part of the DreamHack Creator Hub as well. I will send in an application as well. And whoever is listening and watching, if you are a content creator and a streamer, I would suggest you to actually apply.
Yes.
On their website, because it is a amazing experience, amazing opportunity to meet streamers alike with the same kind of interests, hobby, meet sponsors, meet companies who's there at the event. Yeah.
And if you're not a content creator at all, just thinking LAN party, that is a fun thing. Just go there, have fun with your friends, play games, go to concerts. Like everything is happening on a LAN party. Am I right?
Am I right? Yeah, definitely. Is there anything happening with our teams? I know Little Mix played today.
Yes, Little Mix played before. Yes, around 1 was
one
it
today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
But they lost.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah,
So what
they lost
what
16-3
16-3. That's kind of
against what was it again? It was Masonic, a Danish team. They lost
right.
in the Blast qualifier. But good luck to them in the tournament, because it was not a bad game at all.
Oh yeah, okay, right. I didn't watch that much. I just watched.
It didn't work this day, so to speak. Masonic was the better team.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's a good loss then, in quote unquote.
Yeah.
If they feel like they actually did good and they were just a better team, right?
Yeah.
I see. What tournament was it? Is it the Blast Premier? Is that what it's called?
Blast Premier Fall.
Okay.
Right. Close qualification. It's 2 groups that are trying to qualify to the Fall.
Yeah.
Premier Fall tournament.
Right. Is there any other news, information within the Counter-Strike scene that you heard about, known about? In terms of teams? I don't know. Anyone up and coming?
Yes, we had a Swedish team that was disqualified from the Elite Series. Actually.
Oh, really? That is interesting.
They were banned from the platform they played on, eSportal. All of them players was banned.
So from Elite Series,
yes,
that we're talking about. Do you know what team it was?
Is it that one?
That one? Might be, right? 28th of September. No, 2018.
No, 2018. Yes, there, Fragbite. 4 days ago. It was a team of 2EC that was disqualified from the...
So last week, one of the players from the Elite Series team, 2EC, got banned or closed, whatever you would call it, for cheating.
Yes.
And this is a good thing, honestly. Just speaking out of, like, if you go back to like the whole Twitch drama and stuff like that as well, how they just you're gonna get a 7-day ban or whatever. But here the Swedish Elite Series, that's like the top tier Swedish CS:GO tournament league, whatever you would call it. They decided to actually disqualify both the players and the actual team from the league because they caught one of them. And I think that's a good thing, honestly.
They didn't actually caught one
What?
from the main team. It was their stand-in they caught.
Oh, like a stand-in or like their academy team or
No,
whatever.
no, they just stand into the team.
Okay,
They caught him, not, and then
right.
the
Okay.
Elite Syrian decided to ban them all and
Right.
ban the team. And I like it. I like it because
Yeah,
now
'cause-
now all the players.
Yeah, just put your foot down, right?
Yeah,
Because it's when you start to kind of like, maybe he can stay, but maybe not him.
you see, just another crazy thing that we have not dropped here, but you see here on Fragbite that kind of people,
Right.
over 500,000 players or accounts are banned from Activision.
Right.
That is a
Sure.
crazy thing.
That is a crazy thing. And actually, talking about Activision, we could talk about that as well, because they just released Modern Warfare 2,
Yes,
right?
and, they actually did release it, the new game, in beta. Beta? Is it open for
No, I
everyone?
think they actually released it, right?
Okay,
Or am I
because I have seen
mistaken?
that some Swedish streamers have gone beta keys.
They had
that they
beta
were
case,
released.
but I think that was like this weekend that just was. And that's like a couple of days before the actual release.
Okay.
I might be wrong. Let's actually check, right?
That was the old one.
Right. Modern
So,
Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 28th of October.
Yeah, so it's
okay,
in beta.
so one
they, are,
month. Okay.
they are in beta.
Right, it is actually an ongoing beta then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my mistake. I thought they actually released it, but I think this article as well is, they're trying to get a hold of the like problem or issue before Warzone 2 is actually releasing, or like Modern Warfare 2. Interesting. So, what do you think about Call of Duty in general?
I did follow the scene when I was younger.
Right.
I did like it.
Yeah.
I was a big fan
How
of
is
the
the-
face and the optic.
Yeah, I was
that-
gonna say, how is the esports scene? 'Cause
I have
seen-
no clue these days, but I do know they have a league,
Yeah. Okay.
but I have no clue on the scene in general, so to
No.
speak.
I feel like Call of Duty lost their touch a little bit. Because me personally, I like a lot of times when I play games, I play a lot of single player games and like story games. and stuff
Okay.
like that. And I enjoy Call of Duty more in the early days when that was more the main focus, right?
Yeah.
But I also understand as a company that you need to adapt and develop because multiplayer games is like the thing, right?
Yeah.
But also, I mean, it's the same thing with one of my favorite games, Assassin's Creed, as well. They kind of like just pumping out game after game after game, and it's a lot of times almost basically the same game but with a new skin.
Okay.
That's kind of like how I feel about it sometimes. But I don't know. That's my own opinion about it. However, though, the Modern Warfare remake that they did do now, like 2 years ago, was it? 3 years ago?
On the
Something-
World of War 2.
No, Modern Warfare. Yeah. No, Modern Warfare 1, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, it's
I think
3
it was 3 years ago or something like that. I think that was good, though. Like, it's not a bad game at all. Like, I enjoy the game. I enjoy Warzone. They did a good job on that, honestly.
Okay.
So, like, I don't dislike the games, but that's kind of like the criticism, I guess, against it sometimes.
Yeah. What doing more here on the no freaking way I see
What?
known CS profile is releasing a rap song on Spotify. What is
who
this?
Who
What in the goddamn name is this?
No see his profile. We're gonna sell triple platinum. Yeah, sure.
Just Harry and Henry G, of course, and Stunna will be releasing their own songs. Okay, yeah. They have. You can now stream Sun Gods. Is the name of the song I see?
Oh, you can
Last-
actually stream it.
Yeah, that's the track.
Interesting. Interesting. I can't say I know any of these names, to be honest.
They are famous commentators
Okay.
and
Henry Cisco, Spongy,
Spongy.
Spongy. Oh, like a sponge, I guess.
Yeah.
Stunner, right? Interesting.
Interesting?
I don't know. We're scrolling Fragby right now.
Yeah.
Any new upcoming games, perhaps, that you are looking
No.
forward to?
I am not quite that gamer anymore,
Right?
so not really. I would like to try out the new Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
It would be fun to have it,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
but I'm not a gamer anymore. I'm just playing,
Yeah. So
chill gaming with my friends when
yeah,
I'm home.
yeah, definitely. I would love to try it out, but I don't think it's worth whatever
Money?
$60, dollars, whatever it is. I think that's too much, honestly. But I understand that's like the AAA kind of like price range or whatever.
You have Spider Heck.
The fuck is that? Spider Heck? You play as a spider with a lightsaber? That looks amazing. Holy crap.
Yeah, let's go.
I must stream that. Right? Is it only on? No, it's PC. Interesting.
We just to talk about anything else.
Yeah.
I have tried to push you, but have you now been home and watched the Lord of the Rings series? Have you
No.
done it, Hamatsu?
I have not. Okay, don't push me.
Why not? Because
Why not?
why I am pushing my co-host or Hamatsu here is because every Friday when they're releasing, we have watch parties here.
Yes, I need to get on that.
Yeah, you need to roll with us now. We are on episode 5, and you
Yeah.
have not still watched it.
No, I need to get on with that. So we were talking about that last time. Cake. Favorite game of all time. Go.
Favorite game of all time.
Was in on that topic last time, I think.
Yes,
Take
we
that
were,
again, honestly.
we was, and I would say my favorite game of all time is World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I have played it a lot since I was young. To even now, in these days, I can be. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Whoa,
it's-
whoa,
it's
yeah,
World of
play,
Warcraft.
I'm just chill gaming it.
Right.
I
yeah.
don't play. I don't pay for the game anymore.
No. Okay. How does that work though? Can you play them?
Yes, you can play to up to level 20,
Oh, right. I
and
think-
then you
okay,
need
I
to
see.
make a new
Yeah.
characters.
Right.
Because after level 20, you need to have game time,
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
and that's 30 days.
I see.
I think.
Right. I was
So
talking
what
about
are
this.
your favorite
Yeah.
game of all time, Hamatsu?
I think I would go with Assassin's Creed, but
The
I would
franchise
say
or
the franchise in general, yes. But I would say the earlier games more than the newer games.
okay?
Because again,
So like
as I
Black
was
Flag or at the
I think
Free or like
kind of
there?
like there is kind of like where the line is drawn. Again, like this, it's not bad games after like Assassin's Creed 3, Black Flag at all. But I feel like again, like Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed kind of like it just pumped out games after that and just reskinned them. And they also went with the kind of like RPG, more open world kind of route. And I enjoyed personally more the earlier games where it was more focused on the adventure game and kind of like the story. Not saying that there's no story in the newer games, but it's almost too big, right?
Okay, I see. I see.
I don't know if you could say like there's almost too much content sometimes in some of those games. Because I rather have like a condensed, I don't know, but a condensed game being maybe 10 to 20 hours ish, than a game with so many side quests, extra things, and it's gonna be like 150 hours to pump in to be able even be able to finish it at all. I
I
don't know.
see. I see.
So I would say Assassin's Creed 2 actually, and that trilogy. that they
I see.
have.
I see. I like the Assassin's Creed games also. I have tried it with my friends,
Yeah.
and but my personal favorite game of the franchise is Black Flag
Right.
because I like the pirate story in the
Yeah,
in the end.
exactly. And I enjoy that game as well. It's a super good game, and I was talking about it last time as well. But I feel like it's a perfectly good and excellent pirate game, and kind of like the Assassin's Creed story is kind of like lost a little bit on in it.
I see. I see. I see your point. I see your point.
And I've played all the other games as well. I played through them all. I actually streamed them. I started out with Assassin's Creed 1 and just played them all.
I see. I see.
Played up to Valhalla.
Are
But
you,
I did not finish Valhalla.
have you not finished Valhalla yet?
No, I have not. But I would say I do think Valhalla is the better ones of the like newer ones.
Oh, I see. I see.
Uh,
I have not played the Valhalla at all, so
yeah,
I have just watched my friends play it
right.
from streams, so
Yeah,
so to
yeah,
speak.
yeah. I mean, we talked about it last time as well, but we could go into the new Assassin's Creed game because it is a favorite called Assassin's Creed Mirage, right?
Yes.
They announced that like last.
They
week, 2 weeks
announced it
ago.
2 weeks ago,
I
was
think
it?
it was, yeah.
And the storyline is about the golden age of Baghdad.
Yes.
And they are traveling back through early age. They are trying to focusing off the legendary story about the Alibabans and the four thieves.
Yeah.
And because the main character Mirage is, what's his name?
I'm
No,
not sure
not-
if
not
that's his name.
beca-
I
because-
think the name is Basim, right?
Yes,
And he is the one guy in Valhalla.
yes,
And that's
That-
kind of like the connection there.
yes. Now I see. Because Basim was a street thief in the golden age of Baghdad, but became a Viking in the end.
I guess because this is the early ages of him. He's kind of like, I guess, not teenager, but like early adult, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like you said, I think he is a street thief in Baghdad. And he kind of like get into the whole creed. And I think they pick him up from the street and kind of like lead him in on the right path, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, I see.
Following the creed and doing all that. And I think when he's in Valhalla, he's much older.
I see. Is he a leader in Valhalla, or is he
No, because I
tribe
think he's
thing?
just actually like traveling around.
He's a traveler in Valhalla.
Yeah, basically. And he's
Okay.
kind of like, I guess, I think he have some sort of mission or something from some higher ups or whatever. That's why he is in wherever he is in Valhalla.
Yeah, I see.
And where you meet Eivor and stuff and all that. Because that's where they are the main character in Valhalla. Uh,
Because Valhalla is focused. Am I right? In the east, the story of the East Vikings when they traveling east, the the Russian Empire.
That is
and-
a good question. I really don't know, honestly. But I would think so, yeah. Potentially. But I know, aren't they in England and stuff as well there? I think they are.
I have not played it. I have just
think
watched
so.
some things. So
But I think they are, because Valhalla is great in that sense that they did like smaller maps combined, kind of. So there's like different areas making out the big map.
I see.
So I think they are in like London, not specifically London, but England, one part of it, and there are other areas as
Do
well.
you know how old England actually is?
England? I have no idea. I don't even dare to guess, honestly.
2,500 years old
Right.
in a modern age.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything from the Romans to this time of time, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. I've said that like 50 times now. Interesting.
Interesting and a lot.
yeah.
That's Hamats's words.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's also a word.
Yeah.
Every all my friends bully me when I say the word exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, because that's kind of like my response, automatic response whenever anyone says everything. And I'm like, yeah, exactly.
The defense part of Hamatsu. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. No, anyone in chat though watching on stream?
Yeah,
do
questions
you have
or
any favorite game?
questions, parts that
you
we want to talk about with us.
Yeah. We have some new games: Modern Warfare 2, Assassin's Creed.
Splinter?
Wait, is Splinter Cell getting a remaster? Because if they do, I'm gonna get freaking. That's one of my, I would say again.
They're doing
Wait,
a remake.
when did
They
when
did
did they announce this? How have I missed this?
They have not. The last part of this article, we have not yet a release date for Splinter Cell remake. It's not even confirmed which platforms they are gonna release it on, but they have.
Because Splinter Cell is one of my favorite games as well. I would say the original Splinter Cell on Xbox.
Yeah.
The original Xbox was one of my favorite games as well.
Hampus is old, just to be clear.
Yeah, I am super old. I didn't even realize they announced a remake. When is this from? 15 December 2021? Really? I need to look into this at some point. Ubisoft Toronto is going to be for development. The remake will be developed in Snowdrop Engine. It's the same one that is used in The Division. Okay, they're early in development, and it's gonna be built from the ground up. You want to keep the original game spirit, and it was gonna be, like linear levels.
Yes.
More than an open world. Yes, that's kind of like what I'm talking about when I'm talking about games being too big.
Yeah.
I want more linear games than open world.
I am a.
That's me, because I'm to the left, right? That's never mind. No. Cake, what's your favorite game? What country have you been to, and what country do you guys want to visit in the future?
Oh, let's see. I have been a lot of countries. I have been to Sweden, obviously,
Obviously.
Norway,
Right.
Finland, Denmark, Germany, Belgium, France, Poland, Austria, Switzerland. I have traveled in outside of Europe too. I have been to what's it called again? The country beside Egypt, Israel. Yes, Israel and Palestine.
Okay.
I've been there. Egypt as well.
Interesting.
And I have been to one time overseas in America, just to check out a friend. And I have been on a flight to Australia.
Australia, you're a well-traveled man. Holy crap. If you've not been to England, I'm pissed. Don't you worry, Cake. I've been to England.
We have it succeeded here. Hamatz has been to England.
But have you, though?
Yes.
Yes, there you go.
I have been to
All
England. All good.
No, but I've been to England a lot of times. I say a lot of times, but a couple of times.
I have just traveled once.
I've been to, Sweden, obviously. Denmark. I've not been to Norway. I've been in Finland, I think, but only like with the ferry or whatever. So not
Yeah.
like in Finland, but like I've been there. I've been in Tallinn.
Also Estonia.
Part of Estonia, exactly. Again, with the ferry.
Yeah.
But I actually did go off the boat and like I've been in there, Tallinn at least. I've been in France. I've been in Italy.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Amatsu.
Yeah, bonjour, je m'appelle Philippe.
I've been in. I've been more. Turkey and Greece.
Have you heard about the pen and the sword association here in Sweden?
Pen and a sword, yes. Like the pen is mightier than the sword. Is that kind of like what you're talking about, or what is that?
It's a military association.
Pen and
They
sword.
are travelers to countries that have been in wars.
Okay, I don't think I have.
Old
No.
sightings and old things that are still left behind,
Okay.
such as France in Normandy, Crete in Greece, England, of course, as a part of the expedition force overseas, Poland, Auschwitz. They were traveling there, and you can actually pay to come with them, and
Right.
they're here from their aspects. They as a military point of view, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
So that's a thing you can do. Just check it out on Facebook.
Yeah. Nice.
Pennan and svärdet in
Interesting.
Swedish.
Yeah. Cool.
As they are called.
So, have you been in Mick Closer, Miss Hamatsus? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Sorry.
Cake, can you confirm I still good?
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're pointing it out because that's good. Is it? There. I think that's.
I can agree on that, Cake. They are very unique. A lot of history in Japan, culture-wise,
I
and
want to go to Japan.
yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind though. I'd love to go to Japan. I like
You know,
travel.
real
so
miso soup. Real miso soup and
miso soup.
is it not called it?
Yeah.
Miso soup?
No. Yeah, it is definitely. It's kinda
And
like
there's
a
real good sushi, like the real
sushi,
deal.
indeed. Yeah.
How it's
definitely.
actually made from the
Yes.
beginning, like the story and how it
Yeah,
developed the country, and
definitely. You said you was in the U.S., right? Where were you in the United States?
New York.
New York. Nice. I'm actually gonna land there when I'm going.
Yes,
to San
we can take
Diego.
it up that. You're going to San Diego, right?
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna go from Stockholm to New York and then to San Diego. I'm not gonna stay in New York though, however, but it's gonna be my first time.
Just land there.
Yeah, like what is it called? Layover, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be my first time being in the States as well. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, really? Because I heard different from friends that have traveled. But if you say it, can you point out that why it's hard to lose to live there in the end? The work culture, so to speak. Your point there. What the
Work culture is messed up, so living there is hard. But visiting will be awesome, right?
I have heard different.
I
Because
have heard.
you can actually sleep on the work. They have a point because
but
you can sleep, then work more. You can sleep, then work more.
But I
It's
think
like not how to speak. You can. It's then a lot of hours. In
Right.
work.
because just like you said right now, I feel like that's the issue, right? Sleeping, working at the job. Isn't that kind of like the bad kind of work culture that is kind of like the thing?
Yeah, that could be
Where
that could be a
basically
dangerous
they're
thing.
working in crunch, kind of like 24/7. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. I think that's kind of like what you're talking about, and that's kind of like what I've heard as well. I don't know how true it is, but I guess employees and like bosses and CEOs and whatnot, I think they kind of like have a very high expectations of you. And of course, you should have expectations from your
Employers. Yeah.
employers. Like, but yeah, I think it's kind of like almost too much sometimes.
It can be
So
like that. It could be like that. I have no clue because I just heard different from my friends that
right,
have been
yeah,
there. But if you
and
say so,
there's
but you can
probably
usually just Google it up if.
yeah, no, yeah, but probably like it's probably different from workplace to workplace and probably from area to area within Japan as well.
Yes, I
Um,
would think so. I would think so.
and I wouldn't generalize it like that, just from like what I was talking about. I guess that's kind of like very generalized the things I was talking about.
Yes.
So take it with a pinch of salt, right?
Yeah. Pinch of salt. Yes.
Yes. What are you thinking? 52 minutes.
52 minutes. Yes. You know that we had just to take things with Japan and
Yeah.
one history point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after World War One,
Yeah.
Japan actually stole the islands from Germany
From
in
Germany.
French Indochina.
So wait, where the Japan, like where Japan
The
actually is?
The Japan empire
Right.
stole the German colonize. They colonized the German islands there.
Or the
French
Japan
Indochina.
Islands, I guess.
The Japan.
The current Japan Islands
Yeah.
is okay. It's a German colony,
Yeah.
or was, I
Was.
guess. Yeah. Okay.
Then in the World War II, USA took them from Japan.
Right.
After.
Because that's the whole Pearl Harbor kind of thing
Yeah.
and stuff like that, right? Interesting.
Because Japan has no original resources, materials. Don't have oil.
Right.
It's a big import. Import.
Oh yeah, they are importing oil to
Yeah.
the island, I guess. Yeah, because they don't have it on the actual island.
Yes.
Can't.
Have you watched the movie Pearl Harbor from 2001?
At some point, yes.
It's on Disney Plus. You can
Right,
actually
yeah. I
learn
mean,
a lot of history from.
I've watched it, but I was probably too young to like actually understand what it
Yeah.
was about. To be honest.
Because that was a thing that we talked from last time. Because you asked me if I know things from the Roman era or the Golden Age of Baghdad, or
Yeah.
that's not my expertise.
Yeah.
My friends is actually calling me the professor because I know a lot of things.
Yeah.
I just need some water,
Right.
or in this case, vitamin well.
Yeah, vitamin well. Well. I got one as well. Not sponsored.
Not
But
sponsored, not sponsored.
If you want
have
to, I
actually bought
mean,
it.
you know,
If you want to hit me up, just
Yeah.
just call me.
call me.
But anyways, my expertise as a hobby historian professor to my friends is the 20th century or the 1900s, as we call it here in
Yeah.
Sweden. It's from the 1900s to modern age. So I know from yes, World War II games. I have played a lot of Steam games that have
Yeah.
World of War.
I would say the older Call of Duty games.
Yes,
Also Medal of Honor back in the days
Yeah.
when that was a thing. More a thing, I would say.
Medal of Honor,
Allied,
Heroes of Companies,
Right. Allied Assault.
World of War,
yeah.
the COD game. was played from two perspectives, one American that played in the Pacific Theater and one Russian soldier that played from Stalingrad back to Berlin.
Right.
So they had two main, and the American also have a storyline in France, you know, the D-Day and to and to the fall of Germany. So
I can say I have not played. What is it? Heroes of
Companies.
Heroes of Iron.
Hearts of Iron you have also.
Hearts of Iron. Maybe that's what you're talking about, Cake. I think it is. There is one, I guess you would call it RTS. It's called Foxhole. I don't know if you heard about that. I think it's like an indie game, though.
Yes, it's an indie game. I have heard about it.
It looks very interesting. I think that's World War II as well. It might be World War One, actually. I'm not sure.
Have you played the World War One game from? Was it an Activision game that made it?
What was it called?
It was based on World War One. I think it just was named World War One.
Okay.
Like that.
No, I don't think so. No.
They made a story game of that.
Right.
And it was quite interesting. But so to say, have you questions about the World War II that I may have the answers to? Just to bring up like 5 questions, and I may
5 questions
have
about
question.
World War II. Let's put me on the spot here. Let's talk about, I guess, D-Day is a big thing that a lot of people know about. Do you have any facts or interesting information about that?
Why it's actually happened? Because the Russian forced the Allied forces to bring another front to the European theater of the war.
Okay.
It was planned from early 1942 to the June of 1944 when it went down as Operation Overlord. They actually tricked Hitler because he was thinking that he took the long route and he's sending his best troop to Pointe-Calais. But they went for Normandy.
Yeah.
The beaches of Normandy. The American, British, and the Canadian expert forces went there instead. It was the short. And it was actually the beginning of the fall on the European for real.
Right, yeah.
Because he was outfronted. He was outcalculated.
Right, yeah. Didn't expect
it
Normandy
to be that kind of forces.
Right, yeah.
It was everything from the airbornes to the navy to the military to the expert forces.
Because
you have the 82nd Airborne Division, you have the 101 Airborne Division that are that kind of forces that went through hard training to be a point of the elite.
Right. I'm always thinking about that TV show, the miniseries.
You mean Band of Brothers?
Band of Brothers. That's a personal favorite as well.
I love that show.
Yes.
You know who is actually playing a character in that show?
I don't know. I'm always thinking about Ross Geller.
Yeah, yeah.
From
that was when he's a general there.
Ross Geller. It's not his name. What is his actual name?
Oh, Schwimmer.
Yeah, David Schwimmer. Exactly.
David Schwimmer.
Yes, it's so funny because he seems so. I mean, he's doing an excellent job.
Yes,
it's a great character that he does. But
what is this? This is contraband from the U.S. Army.
Yeah, exactly. But the whole thing is, I always will and will forever see him as Ross Geller from Friends.
Yes.
No matter whatever he is with or like acting in, he's going to be Ross Geller.
That's everything with a major character. Mm-hmm. If he's doing anything new, that's him. You know
exactly.
You know that character, that actor in
Yeah.
the beginning. Oh, he's in here, you know.
Yeah.
You're not shocked because you know the
So,
actor.
Yeah, so he seems a little bit out of place, but I guess
He was actually called out in that because it is made in 2000 early.
Jeez. I mean, 2001. It's no, is it
No,
that
no,
early?
no, it's not that old.
I think it's older than you. Yeah, Band of Brothers, 2001.
Yeah, it's older than me. Dude. And it was produced by Tom Hanks, Steven
Oh
Ambrose,
yeah, exactly. And
and
is it Steven Spielberg part of it?
yes, he was called into that.
Right.
You have Damian Lewis, Ron Livingstone, Michael Fassbender, Michael Krutz, Donnie Wahlberg, Scott Grimes, etc., etc. They are really good actors.
Yes.
They're making a lot of the important works.
Did you ever watch? There was like a spin-off series.
Yes, it was called The Pacific.
Yes, I did not
And you know
watch
what
that.
actor is in that one?
No, actually don't because I haven't
So
watched
look
it.
it up. Look it up. The Pacific sequel. You have James Batchdale and Rami Malek.
The fuck is he with it?
Yeah, he's
I love him as an actor though.
yeah.
I need to watch this at some point. But that one is from 2010.
Yeah.
Is that far in between though? I guess
Yes.
so.
You know what they actually did when they've filmed this two series? All of the characters actually went through boot camp, a real
Yeah,
hard boot
so-
camp to
yeah, yeah,
connect themselves as a team.
Right. Yeah.
You know, Band of Brothers is based on Easy Company,
Yeah.
506 Easy Company, that went to from D-Day to the end of the war.
Yeah.
Cake asked us best movies and recommendations. My favorite movie of all time is always going to be Lord of the Rings. They are masterpieces. They are
Right.
masterpieces with music,
Yes.
cinegraphics, everything. And recommendations? Recommendations.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Because I think it's just a masterpiece.
Yeah.
They
I
are-
mean, I agree. It's a great movie. Great.
You know, it's John Williams.
Yeah.
It's you have Enya. You have the
Mm-hmm.
biggest Irish female artist in history
Yeah.
from Ireland in the movie. You have a lot of dedicated and hardworking actors,
Yeah. No, I agree.
like Andy
definitely.
Serkis.
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Right.
they are really good.
All the hobbits.
All
whatever-
the hobbits.
Whatever the name is. I would say for me personally, I will, and I feel like it will always be Back to the Future.
Yes, I love that trilogy.
Specifically the first one, but I do enjoy the whole
Yeah.
trilogy. But the first one is always gonna be the best one for me because, again, like you said,
But after a trilogy, am I right? Is it called franchise then? Yeah, it's a franchise of movies.
I have no idea.
It will seem like me because it's more than 3 GTAs. You know, that's a franchise
Right.
in the game era.
Right.
So, like Harry Potter, that's 8 movies. It must be a
Right.
franchise.
Yeah. So I don't think Back to the Future is a franchise then, because it's only 3 movies.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a thrill.
But what I love about those movies as well is that they actually, from the beginning,
Doc Brown,
yeah,
amazing.
from the beginning, they plan to do 3 movies, right?
Yeah,
Because they're all correlated, and there's so many Easter eggs and things in between. Like I can to this day watch it back and find different things that you didn't notice the first time you watched it. Because you have like one of the most obvious things is the mall they are with in the first movie. It's called
Yes.
Twin Pine Mall.
Yeah.
But then he goes back in the future, or back, and he runs a pine tile over. And then when he's going back again, it's called the Lonely Pine Mall. And it's kind of like small Easter eggs like that. It's so
I
wonderful.
have no idea about it, but it could
And
be.
there's
like
more
that.
things like that I can't think of him now, but it's interesting. So Back to the Future would be my recommendation and my best movie, my favorite movie of all time.
But as to go back to World War II era, you have just asked me one thing. We have 4 more things. 4.
4 more things.
I'm still disappointed in you, Cake. I'm still disappointed. You have not watched Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, or Harry Potter.
Have you not watched any of it?
It's so uncultured.
I feel like that's almost a
It's an
no,
uncultured
no.
British boy.
Exactly. Oh, I mean, it's even more so if you are, you are a British boy and you have now watched Harry Potter, right?
And it's
like the most British thing ever.
yeah. It was a part of the main plot here, because in Harry Potter it's only English
Yeah.
actors.
Exactly.
That was a thing.
But anyway, you said questions about World War II.
Not Titanic.
Or
What is
Titanic.
what is this?
I have no idea. Need to watch some more.
Yeah, we
movies,
need to
Kate.
bench him. We
Yeah.
need to bench him in this
Bench
sofa in
him.
the room here.
There you go.
Just to point it. Here you have Titanic, 3 hours.
Right.
Harry Potter, 18 hours if you was benching them. You have Star Wars as a franchise.
Right. Yeah.
You have the Karate Kid movies that end even the series Cobra Kai.
Yeah. I have not watched that TV show. I want to.
What more? Kung Fu Panda is a franchise. It's actually becoming a franchise because
Right.
they are gonna release our 4th movie
Yeah.
next year.
I don't think I watched the 3rd yet. It was a long time ago, though.
What more big franchises are out there?
More big movies. I
Batman?
don't know. Batman, I guess.
Yeah, the Marvel franchise.
Marvel franchise. I would say though, it was pretty recently though. I actually watched all the Marvel movies.
Oh, I see.
Um,
It started out in 2008 with Iron Man 1.
yes, and kind of like chronologically actually watched it.
It's not chronologically made, but
No, like
I get it. I get
the
your
time
point.
frame.
Yeah.
What is any upcoming Marvel?
She-Hulk
things?
is there now?
She-Hulk, yeah, because they pretty recently just announced Phase 4 as well, right?
Yeah.
I think with like X-Men and stuff,
More X-Men to the people.
X-Men, but also Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is it actually going to be more Guardians of the Galaxy?
I think Volume 3 is coming out.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's some of my favorite ones, I would say,
No.
within the Marvel franchise. No, yeah, I mean, I would say so. For me personally, at least.
No, Captain America.
I mean, Captain America is good, definitely.
Chris Evans in my heart.
Definitely, yes. Technically, I mean, yeah. Moving on.
Moving on, guys. Moving on.
It's not, I mean, Kung Fu Panda is not bad,
No, it's awesome movies. It's awesome song.
but I would pick Lord of the Rings over Kung Fu Panda. any day.
Yes. But let's go move back to the questions,
Let's not get
guys.
distracted, right?
Not be
I
distracted.
don't know any more questions. I guess that's the thing.
Google up. Google up, and then
Could
I can
pull it
maybe
up,
have the
sure, but I want to kind of like
point it out for yourself. What questions do
Yeah.
I have about it?
right. So I guess we could talk about Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor,
Why did that happen?
8th of December 1941. In the morning, the Japan the the Japan Empire army decided to attack and waking up the giant of the West, aka America. They attacked their base on Hawaii.
Right.
And why did they decide to take control over the Pacific Theater? They have the island campaign, as it was called. They took the Philippines, the Guadalcanal, the Gloucestershire, the Guam, the Saipan, every major island in the Pacific Theater took from America because they needed resources and they needed to destroy their Pacific fleet or make it out of commission for a while. And basically, actually, they failed on it. They didn't took any submarines. They didn't took any hangars.
Okay.
They destroyed the Arizona.
Yeah.
They destroyed some corvettes that was laid there. But they did the main goal was the hangars and the submarines. But they was out on the ocean for that time period. So they failed the mission in the end.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they traded it back. The American made it. The island came back for their side. They take back Guam, Gloucestershire, Saipan, Iwo Jima, Okinawa, the Philippines, the Burma. Everything that Japan took, the Japanese and the Russian Red Army took back from them in the end.
Okay.
So why? Just to make the American fleet out of commission for a while, to make an island campaign to gain resources.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's do one last question, right?
Yes.
About the World War II. Let's do a... What was actually the main reason? I mean, besides the obvious.
Main reason for what country?
For why the World War II started. That was my question.
Why World War II started? Why was the main reason, not just the obvious reason? They felt humiliated from the World War I. They wanted revenge.
Yeah.
And Hitler, in this perspective, he promised revenge.
Yeah.
He promised gold and fauna and big opportunity to gain back countries, gain back land, but obviously he failed in the end.
Yeah.
But the main reason, revenge, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Because you have like I said, the obvious things about race and all that stuff.
Yes.
Right.
But that started up before.
Right.
The laws about Jews and everything, they started up before the war even began.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they had the Kristen Night and everything like that.
Yeah, I think that was kind of like my yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Should we just keep it
we had a question from Cake here.
I feel like that was a good kind of like ending thing.
Yes, we can take it as an ending point here. So what goals do you have for this and next year? My goal is to do this podcast every Friday, as long as we can run it together. My main goal is also to gain success with my Counter-Strike team that I'm coaching on this school, and making the best of them.
Yeah. So I interpret the question as the goals for this specific podcast and for the next year.
I see.
But I think you can split it up, right? So for the podcast, I would say it's a fun project to do, to learn about how to do podcasts and stuff, because I have never done anything like that before. So I definitely want to continue and do that every week as much as possible, just to get better at it and see where it goes, right? And what the goal for it for next year is. I mean, I guess we would have kind of like a season 1 maybe for this fall, and then maybe kind of like do like a season 2 perhaps starting next year potentially, depending on how many episodes we want to do. I don't know. We haven't really discussed that.
No,
We kind of like just go with the flow and just go every week and see what happens, right? And then I guess you say goals, so like you were talking about your CS team, like the school, I guess. And I am streaming, and I guess my goal is to just get better, get more recognition, and just stream, hopefully full time at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't expect that to happen, I guess. But if that would happen, I would not be against it. If that makes sense.
Okay, he tried to. No,
Yeah.
I mean like you're both IRL
Yeah.
goals.
But I guess that's what's kind of like what I was talking about. IRL goals, I guess,
Yeah.
in terms of what I see myself in streaming, I guess.
Yeah. I see myself as a like an all around person in the esport and streaming community.
Exactly.
That would be my IRL goals. Like I want to be, if they want me to have a caster, I will stand up for that.
Yeah.
If they want to podcast with me, I will join them.
Yeah.
If they want to have me as a coach, I will join the team if I have an opportunity to learn from that.
Yeah, exactly.
An all-around streamer, coach, podcast member, etc., etc.
Sounds good to me. That's again, I always like to start and try out new projects, and I'm always curious to do things again like this, specifically because I haven't done it before. I feel like that's kind of like why I went into streaming as well, in a way. Like,
Should we take it up? They can follow us on Instagram and Twitter now.
yes, sure. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, right?
Yeah. You find us in the description
Right.
under our
Yes. So
on Twitch here.
we are on Twitter, 2 Swedish Dudes. We are on Instagram, 2 Random Swedish Dudes,
Yes.
linked in the description below. I think, however, we might try and streamline it to just be 2 Swedish Dudes,
Yes.
because we kind of like started out with 2 random Swedish dudes, and then we felt like the random was a little bit too much random, right?
It was too random for
It was
us.
too random, right? No, but yes. So it's been a great pleasure having you all here listening.
Same to you, and thanks to everyone that have followed us, supported us, and been in the chat.
Yeah,
Um,
watching, listening, and I feel like we will just tap it out there. And
last question, and then we end it because we have a question here in chat. Yes, in the future.
in the future, we have to kind of like I feel
But we want to,
set the
set up.
standards, I guess,
standard.
in a way.
Yeah.
So the question for you listening was if we will have any guests in the future, and yes, most definitely. But
Yes.
we need to figure that out somehow.
We figure it out somehow. But anyways, thank you guys. We see you next Friday. My name has been Nova, and my co-hoster has been Hamatsu. Bye.
Peace.